Okay. We are doing Hucast event, Hucast character progression. Goal to get to 200. How long this is gonna take, I have no fucking idea. I have no idea how long I'll be streaming for. I'll be recording as much as I desire. We're gonna start episode 2. All right. Get this stuff ready. Right. Okay. Sorry, I'm adjusting. Slight, slight balance. Okay. I think that'll probably be. We're gonna do things, stuff and things. Don't really have any. Don't really have any quests for episode 2, to be honest. This area is as unfriendly to Hucast as Seabed is extremely unfriendly to Hucast. Is and it's not just because of my terrible aim either. I promise you that my aim did look really bad there for a second, but it's not because of that. This is my first game is Hucast. I apologize. My my first game ever, Hucast. As I'm sure you could probably tell. Miss, 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 miss. Let's see. All I see are misses. Even in single player, area is still really fucking annoying for Hucast. Even in single player playing. Very, very Hucast unfriendly. We'll see how far I can get before I get angry and just stop playing this area altogether. Before I get too annoyed and then rage quit because this area is too hard. Oh, I thought there was a box there. I guess it was just a recon. I have a feeling that I already know there's going to know here. Hopefully, if I'm lucky enough, maybe I can get a Zomba to drop. Maybe if I'm lucky enough. I don't think I will be, but I don't think I'm that lucky, but it's a possibility. Somewhere. There he is. Nothing. I mean, honestly, if I really wanted a Zomba to get dropped, I should probably be doing this online. It would be like twice as difficult. My Hucast is not very well equipped to handle seabeds, generally speaking. It would be like twice as difficult, but the chances of me getting a Zomba to actually drop would be increased. It wouldn't be doubled, but would not be doubled. But it would be much higher, and I'd have a much better chance. Oh, fuck! I forgot about my cure free. All right. Well, that makes me sad. And I couldn't get out of the freeze in time because I was in my menu, and I couldn't exit my menu because I was frozen. So, yeah. I was basically dead no matter what, I think. Stop slowing down every 5 seconds. Oh, really? Well, I hate this area, dude. Right here is precisely why I hate this area. There's another one. There's another one. Getting my ass beat. At least he didn't fucking knock me down. They always knock me down every time. It's like every enemy in this area has a high luck stat. So they, no matter what, they always knock me down. That's what those dolmens do. Little squid things. The squid things have a high luck rate. They have a high luck stat. So they fucking, every hit they do, they knock you down. So they always crit you. Like, every hit is a critical hit. It's annoying because it's like, well, what does a Hucast to do when a squid crits you for a quarter of your health and there's 10 squids in the room? What's the Hucast to do? I mean, I'm supposed to, like, free strap them, but, like, I only have so many free straps to go around. I kind of have to be selective. Confuse traps don't really do very much. Like, I'm gonna lay a confuse trap down, but it's not really gonna do very much good. I still have to kind of wander around and be extra careful. Part of it is just because I miss so much. Like, if I didn't miss like, look at that! That was one hit! He just critted me! One hit and he crits me. That was like the first time a squid hit me this entire time, I'm pretty sure. And I got critted. And I hit for fucking 300 damage. 300 damage is a lot too. It's a diemate. It's like a diemate's worth of HP. There's one less diemate I have from one hit. Area is so hard. Sometimes it has no business being as hard as it is too. I mean, I get it. It's like the episode 2 version of Ruins. It's the episode 2 endgame area, but like, goddamn. For Hucast, it's fucking hell. Oh my god! Just pivot on the Rico box! Dear god. The aiming in this game is too hard. Hit. Oh no, I'm guaranteed. Oh, never mind. I was guaranteed to get hit there. Alright. Thanks. Make sure to use it on my J cutter. Now, see, this is where shit kind of gets a little real because, I mean, not really so real, I guess. It's just a lot more Rico boxes, I think. Seabed 2 just has a lot of fucking boxes. And I don't just mean like Rico boxes, like boxes in general. It has a lot of them. Probably unlocked that area, I think. Now this is where a J cutter comes in handy. I can get it some good distance with a J cutter. I can basically negate squids altogether, which are nice. I don't have an A beast weapon other than my charge assaults. I don't have an A beast weapon, but you know, a rest lasts long enough for me to be able to kill them all with a combo or two of TJS. It's not my, like I said, I don't, my Hucast isn't the greatest equipped character for D-beds. So my character kind of struggles a little bit because he just doesn't have the right gear setup for C-beds specifically. Like, I would need a lot of demons and a lot of hell weapons to really have an easier time taking on C-bed. But I don't have like any of that. I don't have any of that stuff. The most I have is like the lure. It's like the best thing I have on this character. Oh, you still do damage. Why do you still deal damage? Camera isn't even on you. Like I kinda get that one because the camera was actually on that one. The one I don't really get. Dome Darls, please. Getting my ass beat by Dome Darls. Yep. One thing that affects these Dome Darls really easily, much like hell, is arrest. Arrest heavily affects. About to get. I had the idea that I was just about to get charged by one. But now I got my PV, so I'm actually pretty good now, I think. Like, on the next room that has activity, I'll just use my Eula, and then I'll start hitting things really, really hard. Ooh. Here we go. Dead. Room is easy. Just a couple Rico boxes. The Sinnoh, Deli. Nothing too complicated. There we go. Oh, didn't see that there. Blends in with the environment. Good enough, I guess. Paralyzed and confused at the same time. Oh no, dude. They don't know what's happening, but they can't do anything about it, even if they did. Yeah, I figured that one was gonna teleport. Because it couldn't directly jump up at me. That one on the ramp had aggro. Like, I had its aggro, but it couldn't jump at me, and I was close enough to it for it to, like, just slowly walk up. I wasn't far enough away to make it, like, think that it had to jump at me, but I was close enough to it to make it feel like it could just slowly walk up, but since it's on a ramp, it kind of just fumbles on the ramp. Alright, I hate those enemies. Coincidentally, I hate Rico boxes too. I also hate these guys, because they do that, and then I'm probably dead now. Oh, never mind. I messed up. Messed up. Oh no, please. Am I about to get jumped by a Sinnoh or ran over by a Delbiter? Yeah, I'm about to get smacked by a bunch of. Now, thankfully, if your camera isn't facing a Morphos, this is the Morphos bug, is that if your camera isn't directly facing in any way towards the direction of a Morphos, like if you can't see a Morphos on screen, even though the Morphos is there and it's technically like attacking you, if the camera isn't showing the Morphos on your screen, the Morphos doesn't do damage. Your camera actually has to show the Morphos on screen for it to do damage. It doesn't even matter if your character is facing it. Like, if the Morphos just isn't on screen whatsoever, it doesn't do any damage despite it attacking you. The Morphos bug. The only time Morphoses are good is when the camera is facing them. Ellie? Normally you don't really want to be attacking a Sinnoh with a melee weapon because melee weapons make them teleport more often, but in that instance, I didn't really care that he was teleporting multiple times because I could just unlock him with BKB. What up, Nines? I know that's you because you've used the same profile picture for like 20 years. Not really 20 years. And then you switched it up on me on Discord. So I was like, oh shit, is that really Nines? Not sure. It looks like Nines, but it doesn't. It's not his usual. For anybody tuning in now, when I didn't, the 1 out of 30,000 chance to get luck, Matt. For anybody tuning in now, who wasn't here, who wasn't here when I said it, when the stream first started, this is Hucast progression. Goal is obviously really? I can't not have my camera facing. Hucast progression. The goal is obviously 200. I'm 191 right now. Every single time I'm playing my Hucast, I'm either going to stream or record footage. And every time I stream, I'm both streaming and recording. And it's all going to go into video editing, and it's going to become a video at some point or another. It's going to be like episodic progression of a Hucast. My goal is to probably fit in a level per episode. That way there's only 9 episodes, but if it happens to be the case where maybe I'm just like at like 195 and the experience from like 195 to 196 is like 2.8 mil or something, and that's just too much experience to get through for one video. Maybe I'll make a video and a half or something for for one level. So there's sometimes these levels can get pretty lengthy. These I'm starting to get to the point now where my character requires over 2 million EXP to level up, which isn't a lot. That's not a lot of experience. It's just that the problem with that is that I can only do so much every day. I work the evening times, which is when everybody is most active. Everybody is most active during the evening. Fuck, I think I'm dead. Everybody is most active during the evening time. Dude, I cannot aim. I'm telling you. Everybody is most active during the evening time. So every time that I'm working during a time when everybody else is playing the game. So I kind of have to play the game by myself, pretty much all the time, because I'm always working during the time everybody else is playing. So it's kind of a problem, but I'll make it work. So the most I can generally play every day is like maybe 2 or 3 hours before work, and then I work for 8 hours, and then I come home, maybe play an hour, and then I go to bed. I can't play very much, but I'll make it work. I think 3 or 4 hours committed to Hucast every day until I hit 200 is probably enough to hit 200 in like a couple weeks. At least if I'm being like if I'm being good with my time, if I'm spending my time well, which I'm not right now, but if I was doing something that was worth my time right now, it would be a good example how quickly it could happen. But not every episode is going to be like, or not every time that I play Hucast I'm going to be doing like offline seabed runs in the hopes that maybe I get blessed by RNG for Zomba or whatever. Not every run is going to be like that. Obviously not going to do that every time, but some runs are, I guess I should probably say most runs are definitely going to be more like worth my time. I'm going to actually be doing things that are actually efficient for leveling and efficient for getting EXP. Things that are more interesting than watching me wander around seabed for fucking 20 minutes while I get my ass kicked by Dolmomes. Ow. Why did that even hit me? That's what I would like to know. What am I missing? Would be alright to not do Mila Eula until the boss. I should be okay to do that. But I think I'm at the boss now, actually. I think this is the hallway before the boss. For the boss, I'm gonna Mila Eula, and then I'm gonna go back to town and then restock up on. Yeah. I'm gonna use this, and then I'm gonna go back to town, and then I'm gonna buy Dimates, Primates too if I can, and then I'm going to go kill this boss. $1.39 mil to level? That's not bad, actually. When I started 191, I was at 2.08 mil. Oh, cool. Yeah, try me. I was at 2.08 mil, which is 2,080,000. When I started it, and then now I'm at 1.39 mil. That was like, it's been like 3 days. So in 3 days, almost, I've gotten almost 700K. Almost 700K. Which is pretty bad. That's actually pretty pissed. But, it's not, like, I'm not rushed. I obviously shouldn't feel rushed. Not a race. It's not a race. But I do want to get it done quickly. Wow, I missed. Oh my god. Please don't move. Like, he actually has a dark attribute. So my assaults actually do boatloads of damage. It's something that I wish the second form of Olga was. I wish that he actually had an attribute that he was actually classified under. That way, any one of my things could do more damage. But I guess fortunately or unfortunately, depending on how you look at it, Olga actually doesn't have an attribute tied to him on his second form, so no attribute percentage does any more damage than the other. You just have to rely on your base ATB. In this case, I just still mow him down with my met guns because it's the most thing to do for me. Or I miss completely on every shot because I can't aim. So obviously, one of the advantages to doing this boss that I get access to his boxes at the end. I know it doesn't sound like much of an advantage, but at least two sets of his boxes will have weapons in them, which means that I have the highest chance to get a weapon with the highest base amount of hit on them. I think it's this set of boxes here, and then the one to the left have the weapon. Maybe this one's armor too. No, this one is. Caliber, Vulcan. Hit? Oh. Hit. Arms? Hit? See, like, triple statted. That one's pretty good for a triple stat. This set of boxes should have weapons, too. Unless I just get really unlucky. Laser. Thing. Ray gun. Statted. Iska. Thing. Club. Yeah, so I just got really unlucky. Sometimes the, this is where I found my 75 or my current 75 hit charge ray gun. I got it from a Olga Flow box. I like killed that box set, picked up the ray gun, and it had 85 hit. No, I'm sorry. It had 85 hit. Sorry, I'm trying to remember exactly how it went down. So long ago. And then I misteched it because I'm an idiot and I was using a broken controller at the time. And I'm not gonna watch the epilogue because it takes too long. Using a broken controller, I managed to mistech a 85 hit ray gun to a 75 hit ray gun. Like a retard. Alright, now we're actually gonna get into doing things that are more productive. Like, not doing a regular seabed run. Yo, I didn't have to heal a single time that fight. He didn't hit me a single time. Dude, I should just get PGF as a drop for that fight if I don't get hit a single time. It should just be like, oh, you didn't get hit once? Alright, fine. Here you go. That's what it should do. Like, here you go. Here's your pity PGF. Alright. Max attack. 1B. Or is it 1C? I think it's 1B. Pretty sure it's 1B. Anyways, might be 1C though. Caves through ruins. One of Yellowbow's sort of sleeper rates is it has Heaven's Punisher on Crimson Assassins. So, it's obviously at a ridiculous rate. For anybody that has ever played on a Yellowbow's and has ever looked up the charts, you already know that this rate is absolutely ridiculous and is almost unhuntable in every sense of the word. But no fun ever came out of not hunting for something ridiculous. This is why I have this quest, because this quest has, or at least a max attack quest. I'm not sure if this is the one exactly. I think this one should be if I knowing me in the past. This quest has lots of lilies and it has lots of crimson assassins, which are both huntable and farmable weapons. So if I am to ever get Heaven's Punisher, it would be from this quest, basically. Or it would be if I made a blue full and I hunted Hilda Taurs. Well, I'm never gonna do that. At least not on blue full. It's a waste of time on blue. Alright. A lot of people, I mean, honestly, the weapon in general is kind of a trap weapon because it's useless and doesn't do anything. Like, it doesn't do anything until you play Blue Burst, which is the only platform that utilizes Heaven's Punisher in any meaningful way. It's also the only platform of PSO that even touches upon the Divine Punishment special in the first place. But to be more specific, Heaven's Punisher is only useful on Blue Burst because Blue Burst is the only platform that actually makes Heaven's Punisher transform into something when it's combined with another gun. It does sort of do a gold in a Mela thing, where like you combine handgun Mela and you combine handgun gold and you make gold Mela. It does something like that in Blue Burst. You combine a Heaven's Punisher with an item called Ophaly Seize. It's just like a pointless, useless sort of like handgun that looks like Heaven's Punisher, except you get it from episode 4 monsters and it's much easier to get. And typically people who even had the gun that was made from those two guns. Um, Typically they would be combining like a high hit Ophioli Seas with a 0 hit Heaven's Punisher, because typically most people didn't even have Heaven's Punisher in the first place, but if you had the gun that was made from those two guns, typically you are combining the hit value from the Ophioli Seas, because it was easier to get hit on Ophioli Seas. Simply just because Ophioli Seas was more common as a gun. You would combine Ophioli Seas and Heaven's Punisher, and it would make I'm gonna butcher the name, I already know. The two guns make Melee Mark II, I think is how you say it. Melee Mark II. It's a mech gun. It is a mech gun that on I think it was on Odd Beats. On Odd Beats, it had auto aim. It had auto aim heavy attack for a special on Odd Beats. And on Even Beats, it had the Divine Punishment special. It was terrible on those because you would go from a handgun shooting once and shooting one Divine Punishment to shooting 3 times per button press, but only one Divine Punishment would still come out. It wouldn't shoot 3 per press. Like, you were shooting 3 bullets, but only one of the bullets did damage because only one of them would proc the Divine Punishment special. So it was worthless. So you had to, like, make sure that you were using the gun, special on odd beats, like on odd beat time, because then it became an auto aim heavy attack, which was actually a lot better than it sounded. It was actually way better. But it had handgun range. It was the highest ATP met gun in the game at the time. That had handgun range, and it sounded awesome. And it was one of the most prestigious weapons in the game because you had to get Heaven's Punisher in order to make it. And Heaven's Punisher was still really rare. Like, even though there were more people playing at the time, it was still an incredibly rare gun. People didn't really have Heaven's Punishers. So, you know, it's like a brief history of Heaven's Punisher. What it combines into on other platforms. I don't have a good, fortunately. Not I necessarily need it though. Seems like I'm still able to one combo at least in caves. In mines, it's gonna be a different story. In mines, it's gonna be infinitely harder to do so, but thing is about this hunt, I don't even really believe that Crimson Assassin Dar is necessarily bad. It seems like Crimson Assassin Dar is actually pretty decent. It's just that the rate for the weapon is so insanely high that it feels like the Dar is bad. But really, I feel like almost every time I kill a Crimson Assassin, it drops something. Like, almost every time, it drops something, I feel like. But I guess these four are proving me wrong. Guess these four Crimson Assassins were like, he's talking about us. Time to prove him wrong. Well, yep. It is nothing. Literally nothing. Kind of wanting a level 15 tech that I don't have. More than anything at this point. Alright. Well, I didn't die. It's a plus. Not dying is always a plus. Here comes the fun part. This is why I saved most of my traps. Where it starts to get a little difficult. Let's see, a lot of people talk a lot of shit about mines. Yeah. God. About to die, I think. Put up my fear shot. A lot of people like to talk about how mines is actually pretty hellish for cast. At least for hunters. They say, oh, like the common complaint is mines is really tough on hunters because mines enemies don't knock down easy. Right? Like the common complaint. Um, I don't necessarily disagree with that statement particularly, but I think that that statement generally actually kind of overlooks a good part of actually overlooks a really good part of mines, which is just that everything is so slow in mines. And not even exaggeration. Everything is so slow in mines. Like the enemies attack slow, the enemies move slowly. Everything is so slow in mines. So everyone's always like, well, mines just really sucks for hunters. Because, like, the enemies don't get knocked down by swords very easily. Like, yeah, but I feel like if you're using a sword in mines, you're kind of asking. You're kind of asking to get stomped. But, like, you gotta use slicers, and, like, the only reason why I'm using a sword right now is because it's just, I'm using it in advantageous spots when I have, like, invincibility and shit. When I, like, get hit, and then I go and I swing, like, 3 or 4 times with no punishment. Because I don't have... Just because there's no counterplay to being invincible. Like, the enemies can't hit you when you're invulnerable. So that's, like, a good time to use a sword is when you get hit, and then you are still invincible from the hit stun. Alright, really hope I got one. Like, swords on those guys, like, swords on canoons, like, that shit's a joke. Like, you don't even have to worry. Swords in situations like this, where everything is frozen, like, if you're a cast, great time to use a sword, man. Great time to use a really powerful sword that you have. Not even terribly difficult. You just have to be smart about when you engage. Grab here. You guys are in my way. Kind of just have to be smart on when you engage and how you engage. Not being very smart, I'm missing a lot. Swords on canoons are just no-brainer. Like, you don't even have to worry. I mean, honestly, me doing like 1,200 damage a hit, it's kind of a product of... It's kind of a product of the weapon that I'm using just having 100 machine. So, like, this ray gun was specifically made for situations like this, where I can just run up and, like, one combo something because I have 100 machine and I have 20 SD on. I can just one-shot anything, right? It was basically made for this situation, but... you don't have 100 machine ray gun, you can generally do the same kind of thing. You need to have a 100 machine ray gun to be able to, generally speaking, do the same kind of thing that I'm doing. It would just take you one extra hit on those Baranzas. I'll use my charge assaults more on the Baranzas if it makes anybody feel better. Way they can see. My sword has 0 machine stat too. It has native and dark. So my sword actually won't come into play at all until I reach root. You don't even have to worry about my sword doing an obscene amount of damage because it doesn't. Benefit to doing that too is that I gain a lot more PB off of it. Kind of the benefit in general is that I get... let's say I might die, but... if I die, it's only good because I get healed for free and I keep my PB and I get my traps back. careful about doing this shit in doorways because it's this dumb mechanic with doorways. Can be a bunch of brands spawn here, I think. I'm almost inclined just to die on purpose here. But I don't think I will. After this way should be Baranzas. Yeah. I'm almost inclined to die more on purpose here, but chaos method. Die on purpose. Should kill himself. Yeah, there we go. Alright. Got my traps back. That's all. Basically, get my traps back for free. Right. Ruins, I actually have decent gear for ruins, because pretty much everything is just a brute force. My sword has 100 dark on it, so it's just gonna. But part of the difficulty of ruins is that there are a lot of enemies that, like especially Belras, that just straight murder me. There's not much that I can do about it because I don't have Belra fix. So, pretty much have to hope that they don't lay waste. These guys are gonna waste my time a lot too. I have to run around just to meet them. Yeah, this is what I'm talking about with the Balros. Where, like, there's not really anything I can do about the Balros other than just run around and kill them. Hope I don't get knocked out. I'm gonna PB before this next room. So I can just... so I don't get hit. I'm gonna let these guys group, so I can just kill them all. Let these guys group, so I can just kill them all. They kind of ran around a little bit, but... same effect. We'll let these guys group, so I can just kill them all. You're kind of sensing a trend with dark swords, is that a lot of these enemies can just be bunched up, and you can just use the sword on them and kill them in one combo. Pretty easy, and you can do that on any of the hunter classes too. You don't have to be cast to one combo those guys. If you have a 100 dark sword, you don't need to be Hucast in order to do that. You can be Huni, Humar, you can do that too. Doesn't really matter. I'm only using Hucast because it's just the point of the video. Let these guys group up and kill them all. 20 SD makes it even easier to one combo everything in these areas. You guys group up. I think you guys are starting to see the trend. I hit for like no damage because I have 20 SD and my defenses are really high. This can be kind of a struggle right here, but I have freeze traps, so it shouldn't be that big of a deal. Gonna freeze everything. Burrows are most important. But what's also important is you don't really want to get hit by that thing, because then a bunch of unnecessary enemies will spawn. A bunch of like unnecessary claws will spawn, and it's not an issue getting rid of the claws, but you just don't want want to be both in range of the Balros and the Sorcerer when you freeze trap. That way you hit everything. Get here because I'm almost in a safe spot where I can. ATA. This time. I definitely have potential to still finish this. PGS this because I don't know which way to go. This actually, I'm going to just assume it's this way. It looks. Nope, never mind. See, this is what I'm saying. I don't. This one particularly has this sort of little maze area thing, and I don't really know where to go. So I kind of have to guess. Kind of waste time, but this is definitely worth. Okay, I can just instantly kill this, and it's good that it hit me, gave me invincibility. That way I wouldn't get damaged. The only thing that happens is if a charge hits you while you're invincible like that, all that happens is that your weapon gets unequipped. But that's a small price to pay. You don't even get hit. You don't even get hurt for damage. So it's a very small price to pay. I don't really think it's worth freeze trapping. Well, anyways, to be honest. I think I kind of did because I had to, not even because I wanted to. My SD is gone, so now I have to bear doing a little bit less damage to everything. I should still be able to. Oh. Okay. Reason why I freeze trap here. Because I freeze trap most of the enemies. I freeze trap the overall. Why did that not? Why did that not target him? That is very interesting. I guess it's because I was on the edge, and you can't target it when you're on the edge, I guess. I can still almost one combo most of these guys. I just can't stagger them on that second hit nearly as much. I'm gonna kill this first because it's higher priority. I don't want to spawn enemies. What's happening? Come on. Spawn up. Right. Bottom room, I think. Not mistaken. So naturally, it has ceiling traps in it too. So it's really annoying. Like I said, it doesn't take that much more effort. I have to rely on crits a little bit more in order to one combo most of these guys without SD. But it's not that big of a deal. If I don't kill them in one combo, they die on the next hit of the next one. So it's not that big of a deal. There we go. Awesome. I might actually ride out this invincibility a little bit. That right there is exactly why I want to kill those things. Because it just spawns those fucking dumbass claws. Even if you're not under it, and even if you're not getting hit. So. Quite annoying. I dodged that. unless you're just gonna kill it. I don't want it to spawn unnecessary amounts of claws. I'm going to PB here. The hopes that I can kill things, enemies. Hopes that it lets me kill enemies faster. But I don't think it will. Probably not. Yeah, I think this might be a fail. Might not make it all the way. I think this might be worth dying to kill. Well, I'm definitely failing if I aim like that at every point. Why didn't that just kill you? Why? Oh, is that it? Am I gonna make it? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, with 3 seconds. With 3 seconds remaining. We did it. obviously not a very well done not a very well done. Oh no. No way, dude. No. Tragedy. Tragic. No. Oh my god, that is so fucking dumb. Oh my god. How tragic. That's tragic. This is my reward for finishing this fucking max attack. I get FSOD'd on the fucking... Oh. Well, that's unfortunate. That is very, very unfortunate. Oh. Oh. Oh, my shit's gonna be gone. %, all my shit's gonna be gone. Oh no. No, my shit's here! Yo, let's go! I didn't lose anything! Let's go! One thing I lost was the... I think I lost the experience. But that's it. Let's go, dude! That's going in the montage, boy. Local offline max attack over... Local max attack offline overlord. Gets FSOD'd and doesn't lose items. That's gonna be the title of the next video, dude. local local max attack overlord FSODs and doesn't lose items. Let's go, dude. I'm gonna save and quit now while I have the chance. That way it doesn't get fucking ruined for some reason. That way something doesn't happen. Let's go. Oh god. Oh god. They've done it. They've disconnected me. Disconnected my Ethernet cable. They've done it to me. I am still standing. My legacy is still standing. All right. Let's let's do force. Let's do some force fencing. All right. Yeah. Running off. I'm running off the luck train here now, boys, girls. Running off the luck train. Dude, come on. Every time, dude. Oh my god. I'm gonna get comboed, dude. I'm getting comboed. I'm getting Gizondi combos. through the wall. Fuck you, idiot. Every time I don't put my cure shock on and I forget and I get hit by Gazondi, I get shocked every time. It's a guarantee, dude. It happens every time. There's never a moment on this Hucast where I get Gazondied by a Hildo and I don't just get shot. Like I get Gazondied all the time on my Hucasil and she never gets shocked ever. But this Hucast is 100% has a 100% shock rate. Like I will always get shocked on this if I don't have cure shock on. It feels like it's rigged. Kind of feels. Oh, I suck. It kind of feels like it's rigged. Guys, I'm ending that one disease that you get from mosquitoes. Malaria. I'm ending malaria on Regal. I don't even know if Cass can even get malaria. I am ending malaria on Regal. A prominent leveling quest. It is a lot of EXP in a very short amount of time. For anybody wondering. Forest Defensive, you can find it on Shiftak in the VR section of the quest. In the VR selection. Go to VR and it's right under TTF. Just right under the max attack. It is a lot of moths. So if you get annoyed very easily at moths, basically like getting behind you and pecking at you endlessly, your potential to get stuck in this quest is very high because moths will just endlessly spawn and they will endlessly get behind you and like cave you in. But if you don't mind that, if that doesn't really make you angry and you bring like escape doll or two just in case you end up dying, it's a pretty good quest. It has lots of experience very early. Lots of experience very quickly. As I am showing here. Kind of. Every time I try and kill a moth nest, I get pecked by a mosquito. really feel like the nests themselves should give you experience. I saved my photon blast so I can one-shot the dragon even quicker. Here you go, dragon. Yeah, I think forced offensive wouldn't be nearly as good if you didn't fight dragon at the end. Like if you were just getting another like 12 to 15,000 experience or whatever at the end of the quest, essentially for free because dragon is just like a joke, right? If you weren't just getting like up to 15,000 experience at the end of the quest for free after you just got like 40,000 experience from killing a bunch of moths over and over again, I feel like it wouldn't be as good, right? But like that extra 15,000 experience, like a lot of people are thinking, they're probably thinking like, oh well, like for a character that has 2 million EXP to level up, like 15,000 EXP is nothing. But it's like, yeah, but it's like at the end of a quest that already gives you like 40,000 EXP in like 10 minutes, and it's for free. So you get like 70,000 experience, like overall, for like 15 minutes of work. It's a lot of experience for such a very small. That's a lot of experience for such a very, very, very small time commitment. Right? Like, and obviously it could take longer depending on like how many times you die or whether or not you have cure shock for the hill delts. But like, I feel like it's really good. A lot of people don't do it because they're like, forest offensive is bad and the quest is ridiculous and it's too hard or whatever. But it's like it's not really that hard, and B, it's quite mindless. Quite a mindless quest. Doesn't take a lot of effort. And I feel like that's kind of good though, because it's underrated. And I don't think Kayak will ever remove it, even though it's really busted and deserves to be removed. It deserves to be removed, but I don't think people will ever. I don't think Kayak will ever remove it because it's like so underused and so underrated. People are like so not aware of its existence. Yeah, towards the future, the max attacks, and then right under maximum attack for 2, it's big rappy. When lightning phases through solid objects. I don't know if I have this yet, but Rabarda 15, let's go. Go, dude. Do I have it yet? I do. Alright, so I don't need it. That's fine, though. Getting something. I'm getting somewhere. Up on. It'll be alright. The moths are not threatening. Very strong potential to go to 1.2 mil from this. Strong potential is strong. Alright, I kind of expected more moths to come down. But I expected more mods to come down, and I expected more targets to hit. God, these fences are annoying, dude. Look at these fence physics. Dear God. Fence physics are awful. You can get caught in something that's not even there. Oh my lord. Please. Stop killing me. Please stop murdering me. Alright. They didn't get the Gazondi off. That's good. Damage. I don't want to handle this room. I think I want to just brute force it. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna brute force it. Not even worry about it. Not paid enough to worry about it. Oh god, oh god. That's what I'm talking about. exactly what I'm saying. They can get behind you and you just get trapped. Now see, what you can do in this quest is you can actually just go into a telepipe and like come back and respawn all of the moths again, because all of the nests will be reset and they'll just spawn moths again. But I'm not going to do that because that's kind of cheesy. I mean, doing this quest in itself is kind of cheesy. I'm not going to be extra. I'm not going to be extra cheddar. I'm not going to be sharp cheddar today. I'm going to be like mozzarella. There are different tiers of cheese. Mozzarella is pretty moderate, I think. Pretty moderate level of cheese. To be a mozzarella today. Things attack so fast. Moths attack so quickly. Not even funny. I'm not even gonna PV here. I'm just gonna save it. Miss, but I can always just. Kind of why I saved it. On the off chance that I missed that. Yeah, it's like 15,000 experience. Damn it! Damn it! 269,000, dude. I went from 300 in like like 320,000, 1.32 mil to 1.26 a mil. One run. That's nuts. This run took me like what, like fucking what, like 10, 15 minutes? That's nuts. That is a nutty amount of experience for as little effort as I'm putting in. Need to type. I don't have my keyboard. 51 kills? 51 kills is like 70K. That's ridiculous. To check. 165 times. I'll just say 40 because it's nuts, dude. Well, I guess the moths actually don't count as kills, do they? I guess the game doesn't actually track. So it's more than that. It's probably like 100 something. Probably like 100 and like 20 or something like that. What a great quest. Nobody knows about it. Nobody knows. Nobody fucking understands how good this quest is. Everybody's like, ugh, fucking nonsense. HD. This is like, it's so weird typing on a virtual game when I have a keyboard controller. I just don't have it plugged in because I actually have like classic GameCube controllers still that I can use. They feel a lot better in the hands. Like I have the keytroller. I have the keyboard controller for GameCube, and I use it pretty much every day, and that's what I would use to type, but I'm not using it this time because I need to give it a break for a second. Using a regular controller, it feels much better right now. I kind of don't really have any need to use the keytroller unless I'm like playing with a lot of people all the time, which I'm really not anymore. I used to play with a lot of people pretty much at all times. I used to be like a huge group player, but now I'm a lot more like solo. I'm a lot more solo play. Don't have as much of a need to use the controller because I'm usually playing by myself a lot. 1.2 mil from level. Not bad. Not bad at all. I think he knows. I don't think he knows that the game. I don't think he understands. And you also have the fucking you also have the auto talk stuff too. You have like you have the pre-made chat system that can pretty much do it for you. Don't have a lot of need to have a keyboard a lot of the time. When most of the time that I play with people nowadays, I'm not even really talking to them. I'm just kind of using the auto. I'm using the auto talk feature. Froggy's little baby Hucast. Adorable. I absolutely adore people using these little baby characters, like these people have these uh that have these characters that are one class and they're known for that class, but they like bring a completely different class, and their characters are like low level, and it's very cute. Very cute seeing people play classes that they've never played before, actually enjoying it. It's really nice, actually. It's really cool seeing people make more than one character type and actually like enjoying it. It's really nice. Probably help him out. A lot of shit going on. Oh, I'm just missing everything. No, I'm stuck. Oh my god! Getting wrecked. I don't know where he is. Dude, he's using assaults. I don't want to know because I don't see a lot of people using charge assault. Damn, 45. Catch. Nice. I'm almost positive that the game doesn't track um Moth Vis or Moth Verts. Sorry, Moth Verts are the actual Moth Vis are the deaths. I'm pretty sure the game doesn't track Moth Verts as kills. At least Moth Verts made from Moth Vis. I'm pretty sure it doesn't. Because there are more than 51 enemies in this quest. There are far more than that in this quest. Oh my god, I'm so bad. I'm so bad. Someone stop me, dude. I'm actually pissed. Terrible at this game, dude. Oof diddy oof. He's just alright, there we go. I think he's dead. Yeah. That is one dead Hucast. I'm just gonna let him hit it with his charge Vulcans, and if he doesn't kill, I'm just gonna TGS. Look how fucking thick this sword is. Who knows how thick this sword is? Sword is so thick. Look at this thing. Thing is fucking thick as hell. Sword is thick. Don't underestimate how big this sword is, dude. Oh my god. I'm never gonna underestimate it ever again. This sword is huge. Look at that. I realize how absolutely thick this fucking sword is, dude. Massive. Virtual keyboard typing is so weird. Really not that slow at it, but so weird. Alright, enough typing. Typing is slower. I need to stop typing. Good practice, though. I mean, definitely is good practice, but don't really need it. A lot of people know on Discord that shit is going on because like people don't look at games, don't look at the games or the roster. They wait for you to tell them over private message, or they wait for you to tell them over Discord. They don't fucking look. Ooh, star atomizers, I'll take those. Stars. Stars are good, dude. So good. People underestimate them, dude, and people are always like, they cost so much. They're 5,000 a piece, and you buy 10 of them, and they cost 50,000 Meseta. But it's like, bruh, 50,000 Meseta is nothing. And Star Atomizers heal your allies and you to full HP. That is a lot of healing. That's a lot. That's a lot of on-demand Trimates, dude. That's an on-demand Trimate for everybody in your party, as long as they're close to you. That's nuts. People underestimate Star Atomizers. I always try to have at least like 3 or 4 Star Atomizers on me at once, at all times. They're just really useful. And Meseta isn't like a factor for me. Nah. Meseta shouldn't be really a factor for anybody. Trying to get this thing to 60 dark. Well, like I was the other night while I wait for Saki to come back. Boy, I'm trying, dude. I've been trying to do this for like a few days now. Trying to get this. Well, not a few days. Feels like a few days. It feels like it. This thing is not going to tech up to 60. Just not going to. This guy is a dick. The Techer is a dick. Fucking 50. He'll give me like 55 at the most. Yes, he'll give me like 55, but he won't give me 60. He won't do it. He keeps giving me the same percents over and over and over. Please be the one. Nope. It's never gonna be the one, dude. Another 55. Nope. Dude. Why don't you just give me the 60 hitter? So brain dead, dude. This Tekker is brain dead. Yellowbow's Tekker is so bad, dude. Hate it. And people are probably thinking like, well, there's no difference between Tekkers. Like, no, there is. There's a difference between, like, each section ID gets their own Tekker. Each gets their own kind of Tekker. Yellowbow's Tekker is so bad. So bad. Yellowbow's is such a shit Tekker. I don't have a choice. Must tech it. I mean, I guess I could transfer it over to, like, my Ramar, who has a if the Grainal Tekker isn't half bad, I guess, but point in doing that. Gonna give up here in a few if I don't get it. So it's not even like 60 hit. There! Finally! We got it! Let's go! Let's go! All this for 60 Dark Disca. Let's go! What a waste of time. It's not even like good. It's just fucking just a thing in my inventory. Let's go, dude. Oh, let's do shit while we wait for Saki, I guess. The problem with having people in games with you is that when you go BRB, you have to wait for them. I mean, it's a minor concern. I don't mind waiting. Go into forest and I'll do the entirety of forest while I wait for him. Which reminds me, I actually need to start doing mines more, because I need to do mines more on Yellowbows specifically, because Yellowbows gets Esred's Blade, from mines, and I don't have an Esred's Blade for this character. I don't have one in general. I just gave him away to like PK. I gave my last Esred's away to PK Coltrane, and then I never got another one. So yeah, kinda need an S-Reds. And I need one. Oh, now he's back. Kinda need an S-Reds for this character. Kinda do. Good for soloing. Get level 3 SD. Good for what it is. No, they're not in shop anymore. Hope we can have my 10. You can have my 10. I'll get and by piping shop offline or something. Tedious process, but I'm out of stars. Fuck, I forgot that going down to to Regal resets shops. I forgot about that. Oh, also, you're probably thinking, you probably saw these tri-fluids, like, why do you have tri-fluids in your inventory? You have 0 TP, you have 0 MST, you're an android. I'm like, I keep 10 tri-fluids on me for when I'm playing with a force, and the force uses up all of their fluids, and they're like, I don't have any more. Does anybody have any? I'll be like, yeah, here's 10 tri-fluids. Here's 10 more tri-fluids for you. Keep tri-fluids on me because it's for the people that I play with. It's for the forces that need the extra help. And it's not like I'm carrying anything else important in the inventory. You already know. It's just all I want in life is to kill a hilt bear. So I get the 1.9 mil, I think. Three hill belts. Jiska feels much less effective against mobs because they don't. It doesn't seem to bounce. It doesn't feel like the mobs are close enough together to where the disc projectile bounces properly. Could just be me. Feels like it's less effective than. Poor little Saki. Poor little Saki. Yeah, I broke the 1.1 mil. Let's go, dude. Broke it. 1.19 mil to go. Let's go, dude. Ah! Ah! Let's go, dude. Well, this was fun. Made about when I started this, I was at 1.6 mil, I think. Made about 500k today. Probably a little less than that. Probably more closer to like 400k. Not bad. Not bad at all. Enjoyed it. I hopefully when I'm done with work tonight and I get on, hopefully I'll be able to break the 1 mil barrier. Hopefully I'll be at under a mil to level up. Hopefully. I hope. We'll have to see where that goes. But I hope I break that 1 mil barrier tonight when I get home from work. I hope so. All right. Well, I'm going to stop now. I think 2 hours is quite enough time to play on a work day at least. I think I'm just gonna take a break. And then I'm going to gonna take a break, and then going to chores, and then go to work. So yeah, um, thank you to those who watched, and thank you to those who stuck around. Uh, yeah, thank you. It was fun. I'll do this tomorrow. Do this tomorrow morning. Thank you for watching.